Hey guys, it's Hampton here with Hybrid Calisthenics. Today I want to talk about the best times to work out. And more importantly, I want to talk about coffee. Now, over the course of my lifetime, I've exercised my entire life. I've tried a lot of different workout schedules. I've worked out every day before. I still kind of do. I've done Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and weekends off. I've done 6 days a week and Sunday off. I've done 2 days on, 2 days off, all kinds. And as many of you can attest, if you do a strict workout schedule, there are going to be times when you're supposed to work out and you are more tired. And there's going to be other days when you're just so psyched you can't wait to hit the gym or the bars or the floor if you're doing push-ups, whatever. And you'll notice on days when you're more tired, of course, you won't do as well. And on days when you're psyched and you have a ton of energy and you're just jumping into the air, those are usually the days where you set your personal records. Now, in fitness, I feel like there's kind of a spirit of push through the pain and exercise even when you don't feel like it. And that's important in the sense that you're training yourself and you're making a promise to yourself that you won't be feeling lazy and like, I don't really want to do this, and then you give up. But I've done that. I've exercised through my tired days. I've days where I can barely stand, but I still do my exercise and whatever was scheduled that day. And I always had a suspicion that, no, I always had a question, is this actually helping me today, beyond just improving my discipline? And what I've found, in my opinion, is no, not really. On days where I'm exceptionally tired, I never felt like that workout really benefited me, or if it did, not nearly as much as it did when I was energized or just feeling normal. Now I want to switch gears and talk about coffee for a moment, and you'll see how the two things converge. I do something with my coffee that I've never heard of anyone else doing. And that's, I intentionally cycle my coffee. That means I have one day where I drink coffee and another day where I intentionally don't drink it. And some days where I break the rule. Now, I love coffee. I love making it, I love smelling it, I love drinking it, and of course, we all love the effect of coffee. And when I discovered that coffee had this effect on me, and I'm naturally a very energetic person, but beyond energy, it usually gives me a sense of optimism. I become more creative and dedicated, and I just want to do more things, and I'm sure there's a similar feeling for a lot of you. And when I discovered early on that coffee had this effect on me, of course I thought, well, let's drink it every day. Then I'll live my maximum life. I'll drink like pots of this every day. And it's the same old story. I feel like a lot of people have experienced this. You start drinking a lot of it, and then you need a cup to wake up. You need 2 cups to wake up. You need 3 cups just to feel normal. And I felt this, and it wasn't ever really an expense issue. Coffee is cheap. Most coffee is cheap. But I just thought there were days where I was either too busy or I forgot or I started doing other things and I didn't drink coffee, and I went a couple of days without it. And then later on, 2 or 3 days later, I would have a cup of coffee and I would feel super energized, like the first time I ever had coffee. And I had this epiphany that if all it takes is 1 cup or even less than that, if I go a long time without it, even just half a cup of coffee can give me that initial boost, just like the first time that I had coffee. And I thought, if all it takes is 1 cup, why am I pushing my tolerance to where I can drink a pot of it, 2 pots of it, 3 pots of it to feel the same effect? And honestly, I'm depleting my adrenal glands while I'm doing that anyway. Why not just drink coffee on one day, cycle my coffee, and on my off day, I use that to kind of restore and boost and feel normal again? Because I love coffee, but you shouldn't get to the point where you need it to feel normal. That, in my opinion, that means something's wrong and you're overdriving your body. And how I found and how this converges with the best time to work out is, since it only takes that 1 cup if I cycle my coffee, and then let's say I drink it Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, and then Monday again. If I time my workouts to be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays it's rest, on Monday morning I wake up, have a cup of coffee, I feel super energized, just like the first time anyone's ever had coffee, and responded well to it. And I go work out, and I usually hit a new record. I'm always pushing myself, and I feel great. And then the next day, I'm not supposed to work out. It's my off day. I don't drink coffee either. I have a cup of water with a lemon in it. And then on Wednesday, I do the same thing, and every workout I do feels like the best in my life. And I feel like those days where you're tired and you're pushing yourself and you really don't want to get up and move, you just want to sit there, but you go up and you do your exercise anyway. I feel like for some people that is important, because we're all different, and I've always been a very outdoorsy, exercise-oriented person. So for me, I don't need to prove to myself that I love exercise, that I can take care of myself, that I can be fit. But for other people, it may be more important, in the sense that you may find it hard to stick to an exercise program, or you have to prove to yourself that even if I don't feel like, or maybe you never feel like it. If you never feel like it, then you still want to go to the gym, you still want to go to the park and exercise. But regardless of how you are, I feel like if you cycle your times and if you cycle your exercises to where you do them when you know you are going to be at your peak, when you're feeling the best, I feel like you'll have a much better result. I feel like you'll be happier, and on your rest days, you really feel like you've earned the rest. Just my thoughts. This is Hampton from Hybrid Calisthenics. We discuss how bodyweight exercise can improve all aspects of your life, beyond just strength and muscle building and speed and athletics. If you like this content, hit the like button to see more, and I will see you soon.